welcome back to the 198 Productions Summer of Reviews. And this week we're going to be talking about Bionic Commando Rearmed. Now this is the remake of Bionic Commando that was on the NES over 20 years ago. And this is a very challenging remake and a great deal for arcade games since it's only $10, not $15 like Braid and so on. And it even has a lengthy campaign as much as some retail games these days. So let's get on right into the review.
So let's start our review here. First we're going to talk about the gameplay. And the gameplay definitely has quite a learning curve to it because the controls are just something that you haven't really seen before. You can't jump or shoot in multiple directions, you can just shoot left and right. And you have to use your hook to get around everywhere, or your bionic arm. You're going to be using your bionic arm for lots of different uses, mainly to just get around, and you can also grab enemies with it once you get an upgrade for it. And you can also block projectiles with it. And the hook is really a great addition to the gameplay, and it's really key, so you're going to have to get used to using it. The game is an action-adventure side-scrolling shooter, and I know that's a lot of description for it, but that's really what it is. It kind of has the feel of Contra, except with the completely different control scheme. And there's lots of weapons and upgrades that you can get. You're going to be going through the levels trying to get through, and then once you get to the boss, you'll be fighting a boss in most levels, and the bosses are really challenging and you have to beat them in unique ways, and it makes it really fun. But after the boss you'll get an upgrade or a weapon, and it just adds a good incentive to keep playing for those weapons. We definitely recommend not playing on hard because it's just way too much of a challenge unless you're really into that. Medium is a pretty good challenge, we thought, and that's the way I was able to beat the game on medium. Overall, it has a really retro feel to it. It feels like a Contra game, like I said, and that has kind of retro feel. And
Now something that we really don't like are these really dumb over-the-top view sequences that you have to do randomly when you least expect it, basically.
Care for these at all. You just go in and it's this weird wild west setting. I don't know why, but it doesn't make sense, and you just go through and destroy a train, and you can go back on your way. These get annoying, and there's only 3 of them, so overall it's still really great gameplay.
Now talking about the difficulty again, I am playing on it through hard mode, and it is a huge challenge. Like, I have to redo levels so many times, it's ridiculous. But anyway, on to the presentation. It definitely has that retro feel and retro vibe, but it still has that that new fresh look, and all the objects and stuff are remade to look really nice, and levels are really nice. The music is really awesome. It's all the old music from the NES version, but remade into like excellent, like it's just great music. You're gonna want to listen to it a lot. And that's it for the presentation.
Alright, so now we're going to talk about replayability. And this is really where the game kind of lacks, but it also has quite a bit of replayability to it. First of all, you're probably not going to want to play through it more than twice. Maybe going through twice and getting all the upgrades would be fun, but after that, I don't know. There's no online multiplayer, which is one of the biggest disappointments this game offers. We've played the deathmatch, and it's really fun, but for some reason they didn't add the online multiplayer. We don't really know why. That would have really helped the replayability out on this game. There's also co-op single player, which adds a lot of replayability. If you have a friend over, you're going to want to play this, and it's going to be a lot of fun. There's also a lot of secrets and upgrades. You're gonna try to go look for them when you're done with the game, maybe, and get all those. And it's overall that helps the replayability. But we'd also say replayability is where it lacks because it doesn't have that lasting appeal, like Geometry Wars.
And now we are on to achievements. Now, beating this game on super hard would be really freaking ridiculous, because hard mode is like hard enough, but I mean, you gotta be pretty hardcore to do super hard. Another funny achievement is the slime blob achievement, where in area 2 you can't touch a slime blob, and that's kind of funny because you're kind of racing around the level trying to avoid them at all costs. It's kind of funny. But other than that, you know, you get upgrades. Completing all the challenges, that's cool. I really like the challenge mode in this game. And yeah, on challenge mode I managed to get rank 1 on 3 challenges, so I'm doing pretty good, and I have a few high ranks in area 7, I believe. So yeah.
And the last achievement worth mentioning is the Cat Burglar achievement, where you reach the boss of Area 5 in 1 minute and 30 seconds or less.
Alright, so in the end, we're gonna give it a 9. It's a great deal. It's only $10, and we'll be back for more reviews later.